What is up, YouTube and YouTubers? It is Comical Sin here, and that was cringy as heck, but I'm doing it anyway. Alright, today I am doing yet another Let's Talk video. Just because I love them. I said in the last video, they're fun to make. Like, I get to talk about my favorite things. It's so awesome. Awesome. So today, we've talked about Five Nights at Freddy's, Halo, all those old things, right? So, we're talking about, a couple things today. First off, Pokemon, and actually I have a surprise near the whenever we show it off. So I have a surprise somewhere in the video. So anyway, today we're talking about Pokemon, the widely known and mostly widely loved monster catching, put them in your pocket, on the go games and media, basically whatever. It all started in 1999, somewhere around there. Someone had an idea from looking at those little capsule things, you know, those little things you get in the little dollar stores or whatever, or your local Super One or your Walmart. But other than that, he had an idea to make it into a business. So he made, what was it called? I think he called it originally Pocket Monsters, where you get Pokemon Pocket. We have the Poke in there, Poke. And then you have Monsters, M-O-N, Pokemon. Kind of where the name came from. But, fun fact, I think, there was one Pokemon, other than Pikachu, who's supposed to be the main mascot. I think it was Eevee? Something. I have a bunch of fun facts in this video. So, another fun fact is, all the legendary Pokemon on the box, like, Solgaleo, Necrozma, all of them. By the way, I also have DS cases with me. All of them. Well, the original legendary Pokemon in the Generation 1 Pokemon game, or Pokemon, was originally meant to be Arcanine. You know that fire dog? You know the fire dog, right? Evolves from Growlithe. And then, obviously, I have a bunch of Pikachus, alright? There's very little variety of what I have. I have 3 Pikachus, a Grookey, because I think he's adorable. And I have a Squirtle and a Bulbasaur. They're tiny, though. They're like, I don't know, as big as those, I guess. But other than that, Pokemon is really big and owned by Nintendo and Game Freak. And Creatures Inc., I think, also owns part of Pokemon. But since it's Nintendo's original property, hopefully I don't get sued out of my butt after this, because they don't like anyone taking their assets, because they are really protective over their intellectual property. It's insane. And time for that surprise. It's surprise time right now, not sponsor time, surprise time. I wish it was sponsor time, though. I have a 2DS, one of the only ones I've seen people have. Let me open it for you. Still original. Obviously, still works. Let me turn it on. Hold on. I forgot how much these take to boot up. It's better than the Switch. I've had more fun on my DS in years than I have with my Switch in months. Yeah, see? Still works. Perfectly fine. I have a bunch of games. I have Pokemon. I have everything, basically. I have Mario Kart. So, yeah. And I also have a bunch of old games. So, I have a bunch of cartridges. I'm going to talk about my first Pokemon game ever, and going up to my most recent. And I have one miscellaneous DS game. Let me just get this one out of the DS, and put them generation-wise. Basically, I have all the sequels, basically. I have Pokemon White version, if I can get it up in the camera here. Pokemon White version. Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 in the same cartridge. I also have Pokemon Sun, which is probably one of my favorites, and Ultra Sun. So I basically have all the originals, both originals and the sequels, basically. Generation 5 is my favorite, obviously. My friend gave this to me when I was, over at his house once. He just didn't want it, apparently. And I also have one other DS game, cartridge-wise, but I have a lot of others on my DS. I have Lego Batman. That was one of my originals. But Pokemon White, the original White, is my all-time favorite. If you want to know what my favorite Pokemon is, I'm gonna let you guys say what yours is in the comments to see what your guys' opinions are. But mine, I'm obviously a big Generation 5 guy, so I'm gonna say Serperior. The whole Snivy line, all of it. I played it through because he picked a starter already. I played it through as with a Snivy, and it's very overleveled, but I still won with the Elite Four with it, and I don't know how. I have no clue how I did it. The only really advantage I had was going against Bianca with a Samurott. That's the only advantage I had, because Grass type is super effective against water. I'm a big nerd at this stuff, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this is my second favorite game ever, next to Halo Reach. If you haven't watched that video yet, go watch it. It should be posted by now, because it's a little after, but yeah, that was a surprise. I have a working 2DS. All I've seen people have are DSIs, 3DSs, 3DS XL. I have not seen a single other person with a 2DS like me. I've had it for close to 11 years? No, over 11 years. Let's see. There's somewhere in there, honestly. I think it's like 11, 12, 13 years old. But I also have the actual cases for Sun and Ultra Sun, because White I got from my friend, so it didn't have his case. Black 2 and White 2 I got from Amazon, but it came in this little tiny cartridge thing. I can't find it right now, but tiny cartridge thing. It was the size of a cartridge, but it just held the entire thing, and that was it. Yeah, I'm sad it didn't come in its actual thing. Surprising, because it's just a modded one where you have both of them on the same cartridge, powered by a micro SD card, which is odd, but still. Anyway, about Pokemon. Honestly, my favorite generations have to be the first one, the fifth one, the sixth one, and the seventh. 5 and 6 give real nostalgia. Oh my god, I cannot talk. Holy, I've been talking for too long. Nostalgia factors to them, because I watched the original series as a kid, when a little wee kid, tiny wee kid, wee lad. In Pokemon Sun, it also a nostalgia factor, but the games were fun. I don't know why people don't talk about that generation more. It brought so many things. It's being the second generation of the 3DS games, I think, besides Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That was the last. Let's see, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, oh my god, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. Yeah, that's all the 3D ones for the 3DS. That's the only 3D ones still left on the DS. That's odd to me, because since they moved to the Switch a couple of years later with Sword and Shield, the expansion pass, and now Scarlet and Violet. But still, Pokemon anime was, I like this series. I like it. I used to watch it a lot. I rewatched the first generation because I haven't watched it in forever. But I think it's sad to see, if you haven't watched Pokemon Journeys at all, I recommend going off and watch. You can watch it if you want, but here's a spoiler coming ahead, so if you haven't already heard about it, Ash Ketchum has finally been declared the world champion since he won Alola's championship. So he's finally the world champion. That's good. That's awesome. It's what he's been striving for 25 years. But the sad part is he's not the main character of the show anymore. They're going on to someone else, moving on to Scarlet and Violet, and I think that's pretty sad. It's good to see that he's come this far and he actually finally won. Sorry, just sad still about that. I know I'm being babyish about it, but you can judge me all you want. I don't care. I'm still sad about it. But I love the story of Black and White, Black 2 and White 2. I love the story. It was very fun. I love not Garchomp. What am I thinking of? Zekrom and Reshiram. The sequels to Black and White were really inventive. Fusing Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom were an amazing idea. Wait, hold on. Speaking of, hold on. My desk is kind of a clutter with all my Pokemon stuff on it, but alright, I have fused Black Kyurem, and I have, I'll fix that, and fused White Kyurem, which I think are really cool. I got these from Pokemon, like, Japanese puzzle collector, because they're little figurine puzzles you have to put together. It actually wasn't that hard to make, but it was still fun. It was really interesting, honestly. I think I have the boxes, but still. I love these figures. I've had them for years. Little idiot me, didn't realize when I first got Pokemon White version, I was an idiot. And I forgot I left something in the daycare in Route 2, Straighten City, after Straighten City. And I might have left a Lillipup named Reef, R-H-E-E-E-E-E-F, is actually how it's spelled, I checked, in the daycare center, all the way until I beat the game. I went back to go to the, hey, wait, I forgot I was stuck on this part for a while, maybe I should go check the daycare. I check it, and he's level 43. He went from level 2 to level 43 in the entire time I finished that game. What? He was the most level of, he matched the level of my legendary. How the heck did he get, I don't even know how little me did that. And also another weird thing I did when I was a little idiot, I put my Pokemon's name, I named them, but whatever gender they were, I put that into the name. So I have a bunch of them where say Carablast, I think I named him Buggy. Very inventive, I know. And it had like a female male sign on it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I tried catching all the Pokemon, but I sucked at it. I'm almost done with the Pokedex, almost. I can't get event Pokemon anymore, so I'm never going to fully complete it, but I just need a couple more that I can't find right now, but other than that, I'm almost done with my first Pokedex. I've never completed the Pokedex. Ever. I mean, it's easier in the newer gen games like Sun, because you can get them from Wonder Trade and Link Trades, because I have a bunch of Pokemon like that. And the one thing I really want to do is bring my Pokemon from White all the way over to home, but I need a premium license for that, which sucks because I just got Pokemon Home, and I really want my Superior in a new Pokemon game, or at least safe, so I know I'm never going to have to have them in there stuck like that, so I can have them in the next playthrough. But still, I'm rambling on about Pokemon White. Holy, I did not realize I just rambled on for that long. We're already rivaling the Halo video. It's 13 minutes in. How? How am I? Huh? I don't even. Oh my god, I talk too much. I'm sorry. But these videos are, I say again, fun. Generation 7. I'm showing this a lot because it's my only visual. It was awesome. I love the story. I was sad that it ended. It has another nostalgia factor to it, which is, I played a little smarter. I still don't know most type matchups, so I suck at the game. But my first time playing through it, I originally finished the game with a Garchomp, Charizard, all raised from eggs, Pikachu, Golem, Alolan Golem, sorry, Incineroar, Talonflame, Salamence. Those are all the ones on my original team that I had. I evolved them all the way. Like, all the way from eggs. Like, I got a Gibble from some random egg that I got from a trade. And then I got Charmander from I got a bunch of random Pokemon from trades, alright? But I decided to use them because, why not? So, anyway. And Ultra Sun, I have not finished yet. I have not had a chance to finish it because I just found my DS. I lost it for a couple of years, or not a couple of years, a year. Close to one. But Ultra Sun, I haven't played through yet, so I can't really tell you what my progress is. But my progress, I forgot there's no gyms in this generation. I forgot about that. But so far, I have Zorua. I have a bunch of people on my team, so I can't really remember. It's been a while. I've caught all the I basically just 100% completed Pokemon Sun, so I'm never gonna get rid of that. And I'm obviously never gonna lose my prized Pokemon that I've had since literally tiny child, which was actually not mine at first. It was my friend Aiden, which sadly moved away, so I can't, like, show him how much I did. But I'm glad I got it from him. Like, I was at his house once, and he's like, here, do you want this? I'm like, okay, sure. I don't want it, so you can have it. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I brought my DS that day, because, you know, kids back then had DSs instead of phones and Bugattis and whatever they have these days. This next generation just doesn't know what we had, how good we had it with all this good stuff. Now they have stupid stuff like TikTok. You know what I'm talking about. TikTok is bad. I had TikTok for more than 3 months and it sucked. Like, I had so... It's just brain dead humor at this point at TikTok. It's just brain dead. Anyway, that's basically all the experience I've had playing Pokemon games. I played a little of Fire Red and Leaf Green, Emerald, but that was on an emulator. I haven't finished it, so yeah, that's all I have basically had, honestly. That's all I basically played. I don't have all the old games. I have not played Diamond and Pearl, and I really don't like it. It's overrated. I'm sorry. It's overrated. Watch the movies. They're good. But I have a soft spot for Generation 5, so I can say it's the best. But let me know what your favorite generation of Pokemon is and what your favorite Pokemon is in the comments. I'll be waiting, and I'll heart your comment. I'll actually heart most of your comments if you send them, because I love YouTube. I love doing this. It makes me feel happy inside. Alright. Here's a little tip, or not tip, what am I? Here's a little thing we want to do. Alright. You know me, Comical Sin, here. 7 subscribers. We need to fix that. I need you. Yes, you. The little viewer. Viewers, actually, yes. To send this to everyone you know. Get this publicized. There we go. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm using it. Publicized. Show everyone you know. We need to get to 25... I know that sounds small, but at least get to 25 subscribers first, and I'll do a thank you video, and I'll do a bunch of other stuff for it. And once we get to 100, this is going off, alright? Off. Like, off. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day today, and I'll talk to you all later. See you guys. Oop. I just messed up my camera.